Hey, good morning, everyone. We're talking about how to find areas to canvas and door knock, and thought I'd get your attention with that hail real quick. I'm looking at the last couple of storms in Minnesota and Wisconsin, the edge of Minnesota and Wisconsin. But I want to show you guys how to do this so that you could do it in HailTrace. I think one of the best things that we can do is enable our salespeople to hunt for this type of stuff so that they're not 100% dependent on us, because I think that can create toxicity. And I'm just kind of showing you the capability real quick of how to do this in HailTrace. So HailTrace, the main reason that I like it as far as a canvassing tool and really a storm finding tool, because you can use this tool to find places to do digital marketing. You can use this tool to find, a lot of the best part about it is that it has degreed meteorology, one to the homeowner and two to adjuster insurance company, and it looks a lot more credible than just showing them, hey, an app says this is actually like backed by a degreed meteorologist, and it's the only one I know of that has that. But let's look at this storm real quick. It's actually, the way that you do this is by filtering by area. So let's actually zoom out real quick. Let's go back here. We've got the ability to kind of look at the whole country here and zoom into different areas. So for instance, I know that, the last couple of storms, we've got Colorado and Texas over here. To be able to go into that area as an owner and then identify areas you want to hit. Somebody, if you're on a live, let's look at this together. Somebody tell me an area you want to look at. Comment below with somewhere you want to check out, and we'll look at it. But look at these beautiful storms. But yeah, what you do is you're able to actually say which storm you want to look at. So the dates over here, you can get rid of older dates. Let's say if we said 2023, we don't want to look at any of these earlier ones. We only want to look at this most recent one. One second. Junie's joining for this one. She wants to look at hail damage. So I want to give some tips for finding this. This is not my main area of expertise. I just think it should be paired with digital marketing as well. I think that ideally canvassing and the ability to canvas, particularly around jobs, is really, really important for roofing companies, even if they are not, that's not their primary way to get leads. I think that there's a couple tips that can help you be the most effective, and then we'll dive a little bit more into the tool. And you guys can tell me where you want to look, because I want to give you guys a preview of this tool in a way that's super useful for you. HailTrace, by the way. All right, so the best thing is to have a stronghold in a neighborhood, right? Where your company has customers is the best spot. So ideally, like with overlap of storm and then you have a customer there, right? So then you can use that. You can say like, hey, you might have seen us at the house next door. We want to stop by and show you, this promotion that we have. We're in the area today. We want to show you something special that we've got. If you don't have a customer, you can do it by leads, right? So if you have a lead in that area, then you can say something along the lines of, hey, you might have seen us. We are doing a demonstration, a product demo, or whatever at the neighbor's house next door. So you can use that as kind of a stronghold thing. And then you could also use it you could start with rehashing old leads. And if you are needing to get into a new area, there's, one of the things that I would suggest is to have one of your best guys do it. I've also heard people recently suggest that if they're doing canvassing, a lot of times they won't, the people that are canvassing are not the same people that get leads. So it's like, it's basically a separate, it's a separate discipline for a lot of people. But that might just be because sometimes once you get leads, and you start to like not want to do some of the stuff that is kind of hard. So it's something to like look at closely. I'm not telling you what to do on that. So anyways, you can filter by date, and then you can also create a campaign. Let's say we decided to, I'm actually going to bring this opacity down so I can kind of see what's underneath. So that's cool. You can kind of change how bright certain things are. Over here, you know, we're talking about 0.75 at the lightest level. We want to bring that up, but that's probably not a good spot maybe then. If it's under 1 inch, maybe we don't want to canvas in that area. So, but what you can do is then create a campaign where you will, you know, name it, and then you can draw a line and then have your person do that. And one thing I heard from Dan Walreck, who's, you know, the $18 million sales guy, was essentially saying that he likes when people, he likes to work the edge of these storms. So instead of going right for this purple, he'll go on these outer rims and essentially work those areas, because he is skilled enough that he doesn't feel like the people need, like everyone goes for the very middle of the storm and he goes for the edge. So that's something to think about rather than rushing in. So you can try this for your area. You can use it for a lot of different things. I would love to show you your specific area, if real quick, to just give people a taste of this. So let me know if you want me to zoom in on your comment below. What's up, Hunter? What's up, Brian? What's up, Rico? I would love to comment below, or like, I'd love it if you guys comment below and we can zoom in on your area to show you what's up here, to give you a feel for this. Charles, how you doing? But yeah, talk to me. What are you guys doing for canvassing? How are you finding your spots? I would love to make this as useful as possible. This is just one tool. Grand Rapids, Michigan. All right, let's do it. Grand Rapids. So I'm going to flip this. All right. I'm doing well, Charles. Appreciate you joining us. This is a powerful tool. I hope you guys check it out if you haven't yet. So I'm going to kind of pull in. So now that I'm looking at this, I'm going to pull in the dates, the last storm events. Looking for, you know, hail and wind, right? See what else we got here. So if I'm starting to see, so as I'm kind of filtering through and seeing these different storms, I'm kind of looking for anything nearby, right? So now I can see that there is some. Maybe it's not in direct Grand Rapids, but it's nearby. So we can pull in here and see what we got. And then sometimes, like, obviously, if you're in a certain area, you want to just, like, you can throw in the address and then see if that particular house has essentially documentation, and then you can pull a report for it. A little bit south of Grand Rapids and Rockford had some. Yeah, that's what we got. Property management, cold calls, give me hundreds of properties to check out in times of storms. I love that. Hey, thanks guys for talking a little bit about this tool. So if you've used HailTrace, I would love if you comment below. I think, you know, a lot of hard work has gone into this tool, and I think it'd be cool to share with them just some compliments about what you've seen that works with it. But I love this ability to figure out, hey, where should we focus? And a lot of it is like, hey, you want to know just as much as I do whether this was really hail or not. And I know that sometimes it's on the line and that's annoying, but it's really nice to be able to say, hey, we have documentation. We have documentation, not only of as you're doing this. I think ultimately the ability to outline an area and to give them that area or to find that area for yourself if you're the one door knocking is really the move to be more efficient. I've been out door knocking with people and seen how erratic it can go. Either we're working an old storm, or we're not being as efficient as we can be. And like I said, it can be on the edges of that storm, but you don't want to be working in an area where there hasn't actually been hail in a long time, lest you just basically you're drumming up deals that are not going to get through insurance. So that's ultimately why I want to be more efficient. You know what I mean? Like I don't want to spend a ton of time in an area where I just know that those adjusters aren't saying yes, basically. HailTrace is just one of those tools. I think you should be doing this no matter what, figuring out how you're going to do it. I think she's saying Papa. I can't tell. Can you guys tell me whether you hear Papa? She's either saying Papa or Baba. Baba. Papa? Baba. All right. I hope you guys have an amazing day. Thank you for checking this out. Check out HailTrace if you haven't. Use it for your canvassing, but also use it for your digital marketing. You can use, if you guys don't know, you can do geo-targeted campaigns in Google Ads. So I'm going to go after these zip codes. You can also do geo-targeted. So that would be something to do on here is use the zip codes and put it into your digital marketing campaigns as well. All right, bye guys.